great. I definitely met a lot of new people, and I've added more people now to my social network on Twitter and Facebook. It's nice to see what's happening in the enterprise level social network. Speaking with a lot of people here, like for example, someone from IBM or so, and how they're doing enterprise social networking in their company. It's really great to kind of refresh, to listen to, and how that can be applied, at Nokia and also for other companies as well. So it's good to have the interaction, and I think that's very, very key. I think one of the things is that in the research industry, there's a kind of a serious disconnect between how research can be used to combine or help businesses, and also vice versa. Right? Okay. So there's that serious disconnect. So research people are kind of like in their own world of kind of thing, and then you have the business kind of in their own world. But there's some things in research that you can use to apply towards the business, and, right, and also vice versa. So I think that this conference has kind of helped me to kind of meet those particular people and to understand new things that I wouldn't have known before. I think one of the things is that how we can use that, how the mobile can actually be used to. Because I think right now the mobile is kind of still very undeveloped. In the sense of what are some of the new killer social networking applications? That's definitely one kind of maybe area in space where you can use proximity, figure out who is another person that's nearby that might be similar to you that you want to meet. So you have a kind of a more of a relevant, more of a stronger kind of a social connection.
It has been such a very good event for me. To have the opportunity to meet experts, real experts from many different countries, many different cultures. So it has been very, very valuable to meet these guys. It's a very good also understanding on the interests of the people on social networking. It's such a fascinating environment, a moving, very rapidly changing environment. It's important to have all the criteria to understand the trends here in the marketplace. And this social networking conference gave the right value of that and help people to understand how things are going. I've learned something from another speaker today, that instead of return on investment, he's selling to his large company return on engagement. And this is a key point that I now better understand on the marketplace. I believe that the large companies, the Fortune 1000, have to focus more on understanding what their customers believe and think. During these days, I did improve many of my knowledge, and it's very important for me as a differentiator to convince companies to work with me. Nokia was very impressive in understanding the global vision of social networking from individual to the collectivity. So this was very, very interesting.
So social networking is definitely, it brings the human element and transparency to companies, and it improves collaboration, and it does knowledge management, and just like the speaker from IBM said, it overall improves people's morale, and they feel more tied towards the company, and it builds that really sense of family type of culture. People start to just keep themselves in a company rather than kind of leaving.
So I've had the chance to connect with some people I've met briefly in the past, so it was a good opportunity to connect back and to exchange ideas, thoughts on how the market was going, and what kind of development we could expect from the social media environment. I had some good opportunities to exchange things, and some meetings are going to happen. Last session done by Hitwise, it was very interesting in terms of understanding how the traffic is being driven by social network to other kind of websites and portals, and how you can generate traffic from social network to entertainment, to e-business websites, and how this social network thing is also having some weight on the general traffic generated in other industry. So this is something I was not aware of, this power to redirect the traffic somewhere else.
Got some great feedback. of questions and some interesting questions at the end of the presentation as well.
This is a lot more about learning than networking.
It's a really real different scale of experience and input from the audience. Some people perceived as if you're just starting out, other people seem to be quite advanced, kind of key suppliers within the network as well.
We're de-geeking social media for other companies. There's a general perception that it has been for geeks, and we're obviously a very consumer-facing brand, and our tone of voice in social media is very different to everyone else. That's one of the main things our research saw, that was especially channels like Twitter, you're using it as a sales feed, you're not creating the conversation. So we approach it as a magazine format, so it's news, offers, a bit of chat, some fun stuff.